Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a rad time. I'm the Figure Dude, and on today's Work in Progress Wednesday, we're going to be adding some more members to the Bullet Club with the Young Bucks and Cody Hall. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures. Dude. Welcome back. Like I said, today we are adding to the Bullet Club. That is kind of the goal. I want to fill out this New Japan shelf of mine as the year goes on. That's kind of this year's not resolution, but that's kind of been the theme. I wanted to add more Bullet Club guys. I told someone in the comment section a long time ago that they were on the list. I just need to get the parts, need to get everything. So plenty of Bullet Club members coming, especially like those OG members. But today we've got the Bucks and we have Cody Hall. Cody Hall was not going to get his own Work in Progress Wednesday episode, so we just snuck him in here. It's a pretty simple custom. With him, we've got a mean mark body and then a head from House 14. I didn't change up the parts or anything. Gonna have to do some painting. He even wore red boots. So this is gonna be a pretty basic custom. I'm gonna paint the lower calves black. I gotta put a chest tattoo on him. I have to print that off in clear, but this is the decals for his attire. He essentially wore what his dad, Scott Hall, wore, with a couple added additions being the Bullet Club. And then the head scan is a House 14 scan. I think it looks really good, but even his head scan, he's bald. So we're going to paint the eyes, paint the lips, maybe like add some dry brush texture around the head to give it a little bit more, but that is going to be it for that. It's going to be a pretty simple one. The Young Bucks too are going to be very simple customs. So I'm going to repaint those heads. They are the heads from the, that 1A group of the Jazzwares Unrivaled. Yeah, Unrivaled set, which I think are two of their better head scans that Jazzwares has done. So I'm going to paint those to match the rest of the body. The arms, I think, are from an X-Pac figure. I guess they have different wrist tapes, so it could be, they must be something different. One of them has X-Pac arms. Don't remember who the other one had his arms from, but I stuck with the same formula for both of them. So I used the lowers from their Jazzwares figures because I really like how they look, but scale-wise, I hate how they fit on the Jazzwares figures. I think they're way too tall for the Bucks. I think their 1A figures are the best ones that they've done. That's why I think they match up well on the elite bodies. So the rest is Seth Rollins. So these are both Seth Rollins lowers, different figures, but they use the same formula for Seth before they switch it to the bigger legs. So height-wise, I think they're spot on. Cody Hall is 6'10". He's gigantic. So scale-wise, these guys are in scale where they about should be. So I'm excited. These are all we've got for the Bucks for decals. So they're going to have this color. They're going to have these to go with. And I do have some cloth, some soft good clothing, some vests for these guys. They're going to look awesome. So I'm excited to show those at the end, but let's get to it. All right, so first off with the Young Bucks, going to just paint all the legs black. Both of these have, we've got the white on one, the design from the Rollins I did on the other, so gotta just do a few layers of black, cover all of that up. And then the Bucks are pretty simple. Just gonna put one logo on each leg. Most of the pop from these figures on the bottom is the legs that are already painted, so pretty simple on this side. And honestly, the Cody Hall is pretty simple in and of itself as well. Just some small things to really like turn those characters into what I want them to be. The heads are more where the work's going to come in, so both of these going to repaint the skin tone instead of this nasty pale that we got on that first time through. Going to repaint the hair. I do need to add a ponytail to the Matt Jackson head sculpt. So with that one, I'm going to, once I get to it, I'm going to Dremel a little hole in the back and then just take a ponytail from another figure and just poured it in there with some super glue. So you'll see that there. The hair, I talk about this all the time. I never paint just black, and the Bucks kind of have at least Matt's hair is a little darker. Nick's hair, I'm going to do a brown, and then I might do a dry brush over it. I haven't decided. Now their hair is pretty much the same color, not much different, but I swear Nick's used to be brown and Matt's used to still just be the darker colored. But anyway, here I am. I'm just putting a hole there, and then I can't remember who the ponytail was from. Yeah, no, I don't remember. Maybe it might have been an RVD basic figure. I think that's where it came from. And then I just repainted it all so it matched, and you can't even tell that it isn't what came on the head in the first place. With the Cody Hall here, his is pretty plain, so I'm going to do the tattoo on the, like, kind of his collarbone. If in reference pictures, it kind of goes onto his shoulder, so that's how I cut it. On the tights, I had to do the waistband, like paint that all black, and then put that decal on front, and then the legs we just have to paint black, and that's going to be the end of the story there. Alrighty, time to look at our finished product here. So first off, let's take a look at Cody Hall, which admittedly I felt like was going to be a pretty plain custom, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it looks really good. He kind of has like weird body proportions. Just, he's a super tall guy, but with like it was simple, and I think it looks really good. I'm really happy with how the head turned out. Painted the lips, eyes, like that. I'm happy with that. The light always makes it look a little distorted, like paint wise, but it matches really well. Got the decal on the shoulder there. Tights are just have Hall in front, nothing on back. Painted the calves, and like really, it's a very simple custom, but one I enjoyed. I'm pretty happy with it. Sometimes the simple ones are what turn out the best, and that is one of the instances here. But what I told you guys at the very beginning, I was excited for, show you guys the cloth goods that we had for these young bucks. Also, I gotta go back and touch up my Nick here, but it's scuffed a little bit. So I have these cloth goods jackets, and I don't remember where I got them from. I got them off eBay in a lot, and these are perfect for my Bullet Club New Japan Young Bucks. I'm really, really happy with these. You see the logo on the side. A bunch of patches on these. I've had these forever, so you can see that we even, like, these two patches match. I've had these on my mind to do for a long time, and then I kind of decided not to do any bucks after we got the, like, after Jazzwares became a thing, but I wouldn't say they've knocked it out of the park. So here you can see, you can barely tell that I cut that ponytail off and implanted it in there. Really happy with how that turned out. So yeah, really happy with these. More Bullet Club stuff to come. I already have some stuff put together to make Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. I do need to come across another Luke Gallows Elite from like his Straight Edge Society look. Gonna repaint that. Gonna do another Carl Anderson. I'm gonna do a Prince Devitt with a Bad Luck Fale. Just a bunch of Bullet Club guys coming, and I'm excited. I want to flesh out my New Japan shelf of my collection, so if you got anyone you'd like to see in any particular order, throw it in the comments, but that is going to be everything today. If you like what we're doing here, go check out more. We've got plenty to watch on the channel. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, and remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy more action figures. Figure Dude out.